Nashua. I'm Tom King, and it's hard to believe, but it's that time of the year again. The 24th Annual Turkey Bowl at Holman Stadium with Nashua High and Bishop Guertin. Proud to keep the tradition alive and well on TV 13 Nashua. Sponsors for today's telecast are Time Warner Cable, an active supporter and participant in the Cable in the Classroom project. People, don't forget their way of care. St. Joseph Hospital. Ask anyone. New Hampshire Higher Education Foundation. Tap into New Hampshire's greatest resource for higher education. This Thanksgiving tradition is also brought to you by Performance Physical Therapy, 29 Riverside Drive, Nashua. They take pride in patient satisfaction. Hope, Harmony, Joy, all beautifully reflected in the FTD Winter Glow Bouquet at Collins Flowers, and available now. And Remax Properties 1, your real estate hometown professional. Call them first in Nashua at 886-8800. Happy Thanksgiving to all, and good luck to both the Cardinals and the Panthers. And now, hi everyone, and welcome to Holman Stadium. I'm Tom King, along with the coach, Tom McDonald. Welcome to the 24th Annual Thanksgiving Day Classic between the Nashua High School and Bishop Guertin High School football games. And Tom, every year the refrain is the same. You take the two teams' records, you toss them right out the window.
Well, that's high school football, and that's what this game's all about. And by the way, a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there, to you and your family, Tommy. And it's a great pleasure to be here with you at the Nashua BG game.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Two teams that basically went in different directions this year. Nashua, a much better year than expected with 6 wins and a playoff appearance. Bishop Guertin, 1 win this year. A very tough year for Tony Johnson and his crew. What can the Cardinals do today to make this game as entertaining as it has been the last couple of years?
I think the spirit of the kids will take care of that. One of the things that Bishop Guertin has to do is to play some very aggressive defense. They can't react, they have to act. They have to cause Nashua to make mistakes. If they do that and get good field position, they have the skilled people to bring it home. I'll tell you right now. 2 players to watch today. Number 10 for Nashua, Phil Pagan, and for Bishop Guertin, running back Lamont Sase. Both have been outstanding this year. They've been outstanding in the past. Comment on both of those. Well, I was privileged to coach Sase for 2 years. I think Sase is probably the best running back I've coached in 20 years, number 1. Number 2, he's also a great defensive player. But don't mistake one thing, the kid can throw the ball. As far as Pagan is concerned, Nashua hasn't had an outstanding back like that in the last 5 years. So I look for him to have a big day. Both kids their final day. No telling what's going to happen, Tommy. And we've got some flurries in the air. There's football in the air. It should be a great morning of football. We hope you'll stay with us. All-day season. Don't let the rat race of last-minute shipping get the best of you. Postal Center USA at Somerset Plaza is quick, professional, and competitively priced. An authorized UPS shipping outlet, Postal Center USA also ships FedEx and U.S. mail and offers custom packaging so you don't have to. Now, isn't that a relief? Tell me when we're back on. Okay. And here at Holman Stadium, it is a chilly morning. The Cardinals of Bishop Guertin will kick off. Nashua will receive. And it comes to the up man, Nick Pereira, on the right sideline. Pereira cuts out to the middle, and he's out to about the 37, where Nashua will take over 1st and 10. Let's set some of the lineups for you. Nashua in the backfield with Jeff Conroe, Phil Pagan, Eric Tivitot at running back. Nick Pereira will be the quarterback. Dan Levesque, number 73, at tackle. Another tackle, Kyle Turley, number 76. We've got Josh Bolio, Chad Sabolis, and Kevin Peterson making up the rest of the Nashua line. 1st and 10 Nashua at the Nashua 36-yard line. Pereira hands off to Pagan, and he is stuffed at about the 37. A host of Bishop Guertin tacklers in there. Rocky Hansen, number 80. Number 10, Aaron Ybarra. Second and 9 from the 37 for the Panthers. It's a flag.
Flag is on the play, as Tivitot is brought down at about the 39.
Motion.
And illegal procedure against Nashua. Your referees this afternoon: Mike Blaze is the head referee, Tom Gilpatrick, John Meserve is the head linesman, the line judge Bo Cuccetti, and Peter Gregorakis is the back judge. Penalty is declined. 3rd and 8 from the 39. Pereira outside to Jeffrey Conroe. He's got some room across the 45 to the 46. It looks like it might be enough for the first down. If not, it's close. Again, Nashua, Tom, with some great sophomores. It's really made their class.
I'll tell you, Nashua knows how to block. They took a block on the defensive end of BG, just knocked him right out of the play, came up through the slot there, and there was nobody there to stop him. But BG's putting 9 guys up on the line. They have 5 linebackers and 4 men down on the knee, and I'll tell you, they can be an effective defense against the run, but the pass is vulnerable.
And Pereira likes to throw maybe about 8 or 9 times a game. He may have to do more than that today. That is a first down for Nashua, so they'll take it over 1st and 10 at around the 47-yard line. Tom, there's no substitute for speed, and that's what Nashua has today.
And blocking. And I'll tell you, that line really fired out. There's
fumbles and picks it up. Conroe has some room on the left side. As Tom said, there is a flag down. He's down to the Guertin 35. Might be in the area of illegal use of hands, or it could have been, with the fumble, an early move. They're bringing it back, it looks like.
I think it was a block. Illegal block.
Yeah, flipping against Nashua.
Yes, sir. That's a 15-yarder.
Again, in high school, it's from the point of the foul, and the flag was thrown right near the line of scrimmage. They'll go back 15 yards. It'll be first and 25 back at the 31-yard line.
Big break.
Well, that's what Guertin needs. They need some breaks
That's
today,
right.
because this is one of the, it's 19-3-1 in the series, Nashua, and Guertin is always the underdog, but this is one of the heavier underdog situations for them this year.
Well, it is, but, it's a spirited bunch. Let's see what happens.
1st and 25 at the 31 for Nashua. Pereira hands off. Now he rolls out. He's got some room to run on the outside. He likes to do that. Watch him cut back up the middle. He could go, and he's brought down at about the 40-yard line of Bishop Guertin. A fine run by Nick Pereira, and it looks to be enough for the first down. How about that? A 28-yard run on his first carry.
Well, let me tell you, they're putting 9 guys up on the line of scrimmage. They still can't contain that outside run. And they only have one defensive back there, and a guy put a move on him, and bingo, he's down.
Well, Nashua's got speed to burn. They like to use the outside. Coach Hardy is a smash mouth type coach. He likes to run it up the middle, but
there he goes.
With that speed, he can't substitute it. Alice Pagan. He is across the 40, down to around the 39. Pickup of maybe a yard.
I got to give some credit to this kid Boutwell, because I'll tell you, he comes to play every game.
That's Brian Boutwell from Bishop Guertin.
He is something special. And he has been since he's been on the team. And that's 4 years.
Not especially big for a defensive end. Only weighs about 172 pounds.
But he's quick. Very, very quick.
Pereira on the fake.
It's a fake.
It's up there for grabs and knocked down. Bishop Guertin, it was there for the taking, but number 32, Matt O'Hearn, decided to knock it down, it looked like, instead of catch the pass.
But great pressure by John Ullery, and I think it was a tough interception. I think that he misjudged the ball a little bit, but Ullery put a move on the offensive tackle, just moved right in, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's what happens. 3rd and 9 from about the 39, Coach. What's the call here? I think, to tell you the truth, I'd run the ball, and I'd run it where they've had success before, around the end.
Well, they're going to do that. They're going to go wide to Conroe. He's got a lot of room. He is down across the 30, down to around the 27-yard line. Jeffrey Conroe, and a good call, Coach Tom McDonald.
Well, you know, the luck of the Irish. But to tell you the truth, what they did at that one, they sealed the outside linebacker, they sealed the tackle, and ran right up through the gap. And that was a real nice run by the Nashville running
Conroe.
back. Conroe, yeah. Nice run.
Conroe has 21 yards in just 2 carries, and it looks like Nashville's game plan today will go wide and see if that will open up the middle for them. Pereira has Thibodeau split out wide. Conroe in the backfield.
Right
Conroe up the middle. Down to about the 22-yard line. A pickup of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. No score here. We are just underway. 8:13 left in the first quarter. We're glad you can join us here on TV 13, the 24th annual Turkey Bowl Classic between Nashua and Bishop Guertin.
Now you see the class of Lamin Sissay. He can play a great defense, and I think he can play almost at any level of defense. He's that quick.
I was surprised when Tony Johnson told me he was going to use him at linebacker this year. I didn't think he had the bulk, but he is quick, and that's helped him out. This is Conroe again, trying to go wide, wrapped up by number 28, Brian Boutwell. There's your man, Tom McDonald, right there.
I just love this kid. I mean, he gives you everything he's got. He's a gentleman as well, and he's just a great guy. I mean, he's a kid that you love to coach. He comes with enthusiasm. The team rallies around him, and he's just a great guy. So I'm very happy for him. Nice.
3rd and a long 3 at the 20-yard line for the Panthers. Full house backfield. Conroe, Pagan, Thibodeau.
They're just going to ram it.
It's Thibodeau right up the middle. Down across to the 18, all the way down to the 15-yard line. That's good enough for a first down, it looks like.
Let me tell you about this.
Power.
This offensive line is flying off the ball. They're a well-coached unit. They really are moving. And that's what I'm concerned about, is the fact that they can get off the ball and BG is reacting rather than causing problems out there. But let's see how the game goes.
They are going to measure. He's just shy of the 15. If he's short, it's not by much. It doesn't look like he is. He's got it.
He's got a first down.
He's got it by about half a football.
Good power running. Good power running,
well,
Tommy.
That's what Bill Hardy said he wanted to return to when he took the job. He said he took a lot of things from Bob Aylward, the former coach, into consideration. He's got a few wrinkles from his offense still there, but he wanted to reintroduce the power game to Nashville football.
Yes, today, that's for sure.
Definitely, and he's got the size advantage to do it. 1st and 10 at the 15, just outside the 15. Pereira pitches wide to Thibodeau. He's got some blocking. Thibodeau cuts that back inside. He's down close to across the 10, down to perhaps the 9.
Again, they did a great job at sealing the outside contain and just running right up that gap between the outside linebacker and the end. And that's been an effective play both times that they've used it.
The spot is just outside the 10-yard line. Again, Tom, you're right. Another contain. You know, they've got that middle linebacker contained.
That's
he
right.
Can't move. He's freezing because he doesn't know which way the play is going to go. Call it a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 from the 11.
Now we'll see what determination is now. We'll see if BG can rise.
Pagan, this is the guy they like to go to down here. He's down to across the 5, maybe down about the 4. This is power running, and it's a straight ground drive except for that one pass.
And you got to give those guards credit. They're firing out and getting those linebackers, creating room for them. And they're moving the sticks. That's the name of the game. They're moving the sticks.
1st and goal from the 4. That's a pickup of 7 for Pagan.
You got to like this center on Nashua. He is a ball player.
Pagan, the man they like to go to a touchdown. What a run.
He broke at least 3 tackles on that play, and he wouldn't quit. He just would not quit. He smelled the goal line, bang, he's in there. And you got to love that. If you're a football coach, you got a kid that can do that, and I think he's got another year playing for this team, which will, if he is good today, he's going to be great tomorrow.
That is a 14-play, 64-yard drive, and here's what I like to talk about. Nashville always goes for 2. They don't go for the PAT kick. Hardy believes he's got the athletes to get 2 points every time. Whether he makes it or not, he's going to go for it every time.
Well, he's got a spread formation here, Coach. Let's see what happens. Just
Herrera,
a little
pitch outside.
and he's hit.
Conroe is stacked up. He's not going to get in.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin take a little bit of a moral victory there. They stopped the two-point conversion.
Yeah,
Tom.
and that was a great tackle by Aaron Ubarra. Came up from his free safety and just nailed the guy at the 2-yard line.
It
Very
is
nice.
6-0 Nashua with 5:31 left in the first quarter. 14 plays, 64 yards, chewed up about 6.5 minutes off the clock. That's not the style of football we were used to from Nashua the last 5 years, but it's the style we've seen this year.
Well, I think that, you know, you go with what you have. And the talent on this team are their quick backs and also an explosive line. Now, if you got that as a football coach, you're going to exploit that.
And that center you talked about, Chad Sabolis, 6 foot, 230 pounds, sophomore.
He's a load.
The following is a paid political announcement. On December 12, Nashuans will have an important decision to make, electing the next mayor who will guide our great city into the next century. Don Davidson thinks it's time for a change. Time to end politics as usual. Time for a leader who will fight to control spending and keep taxes down. Vote for a better future for all of Nashua. Vote for Don Davidson on December 12th. Here we go with the kickoff now. Deep for Guertin. Lamine Sisse, he is wearing number 20 this afternoon.
Rocky Hansen.
That's Rocky Hansen taking it at about the 25. Hansen to his right, brought down across the 30 to about the 31-yard line, where Bishop Guertin will take over. Let's set the Guertin offense for you. The quarterback this year, we didn't talk about it pre-game, Nick Tallarico, a sophomore. The regular quarterback, Tim Leary, out with he took a shot in the mouth a couple of weeks ago.
Right, and he's had...
Going to have root canal on
Right.
the day after this game is played. It's you know, a tough situation for a sophomore in there, but he's got Lamine Sisse backing him up. Jake Midnoth, the other running back, Barra out wide, Rocky Hansen out wide, Gene Mayer, Matt Hayes, Garrett Foley, Zach Holcraft taking over the line, and of course Greg Campbell, the tight end, the basketball player, 6'5", 25 pounds. I like that as a tight end.
That is an interesting scenario, because when a football coach looks at a guy that size, you have to say, please.
It's not will you play, it's you will play.
Yeah. And please play. But
we'll pay you to play.
This Tallarico, he came to BC with us last year in our summer camp, and he showed pretty good. He's a tough little guy, and not too little, actually. He's about 6 feet tall, throws a good pass, and has good speed. So we'll see if the sophomore can handle this pressure. I kind of believe he can.
1st and 10, we'll find out very soon. 5:03 left first quarter, 6-0, Nashua leading. That's your score. 1st and 10 Cardinals at the 32, just shy of the 32-yard line.
And they're in a power eye, Coach.
With Mignault and Sisse in the backfield. Tallarico pitch to Sisse, the option.
Oh yes!
Deep, jumps overthrows him. He had Hansen. Hansen had the defense beat. Sisse, your halfback, probably has as good an arm as your quarterback, and he showed it right there.
Well, that was a 50-yard pass.
Incredible.
I mean, you know, you just go back there, bingo. He threw a 50-yard bomb down there.
It's a good call by the Guertin offense. The element of surprise.
That's right.
I wouldn't hesitate to call that again during this game.
Well, we like that from an option too. You know, a halfback option pass, which he just threw.
A popular call on the high school and collegiate ranks. You even see it in the pros once in a while. Side pass now out to Sisse. They want him to touch the ball as much as possible. He gets across the 35 to around the 40. He's taken some hits over the years, Tom.
Oh, let me tell you, I have nothing but the highest respect and admiration for Lamine Sisse. He hasn't had a lot of protection. And, you know, when you're the feature back in an offense, everybody keys on you. But this kid has come back time and time again. You just got to love him.
The ball is out to around the 39-yard line.
And that's a completion for Tallarico, the sophomore.
3rd and 7. Just outside the 35. Tallarico back. Flare pass is dropped.
Okay.
out there in the flat by Jake Mignall.
That was almost a fumble, but did you see this kid Murphy, number 44?
Murphy, you gotta
Come
like him a
up
lot.
the gut for Nashua and force that quick pass. You gotta love this guy. Hey, I'll tell you, this kid Murphy's a throwback to the 1930s, 1940s.
Isn't he, though? Definitely a throwback. And you watch him run the football. I remember a night in Salem this year.
You gotta love that.
Where he ran the ball. They were trailing by 40 points, and this kid's still out there in the pouring rain, taking hit after hit, and running it straight ahead. Fourth down.
Not a bad kick.
Punt back. Pereira lets it drop. Didn't make the catch. Lucky for him, it didn't roll very far after that. It stopped dead at the 26-yard line, where Nashua will take over 1st and 10 with 3:55 left in the first quarter, leading in this game, the 24th annual Turkey Bowl, 6-0.
You know, you gotta love this kid Murphy. You gotta love him. Comes from a nice family too. He's a real gentleman.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line for Nashua. 29 Riverside Drive, Nashua, and 44 Nashua Road, Londonderry, are where you'll find the offices of Performance Physical Therapy. They take pride in patient satisfaction, and they're experts at fine-tuning your body, offering comprehensive orthopedic evaluation and subsequent rehabilitation programs. Performance Physical Therapy is proud to serve as athletic trainers for BG and Nashua High. And Tom, let's hope that they don't have to do too much work out there on the field today with injuries. We'd like to keep it injury-free. That was Pagan on the carry. He got about a yard to the 28. 2nd and 9. Pereira calling the signals. Pitches wide to Conroe. That's a play that's worked so far today. Conroe to the outside. Gets across the 35 all the way out close to the 40-yard line.
Did you see that block that Pagan threw?
He is a complete player.
Let me tell you, Tommy, he just took that guy and he sent him right back. I mean, he just stayed with a nice block and he picked up a first down.
That's a pickup of 11 yards. Conroe in 5 carries has 38 yards already. 1st and 10 at the 39 for Nashua. I think we're going to see exactly what we saw in the first series. They will just run, run, and run.
There's a pitch to the right.
Here's Conroe to the right side now. And look at Sasay get over there to make that tackle. Now I understand why he's a linebacker.
Well, let me tell you, he is a complete football player. And if he gets into a program that has some support for him, he's going to be something in college. I guarantee you that.
Talking to him earlier in the week, he said that he is right now looking at some prep schools. He would like to go to that level first to try to physically get prepared for the future.
Well, that's a thought. I just think he's ready right now, to be candid with you.
I agree. I think he is ready.
Maybe.
2nd and 7 from the 43.
Oh, yes.
Tivitot on the trap inside across the 45 to about the 46. Nice little change of pace.
That's right, but again, you got to look at the line. The line comes off the ball and is pushing Guertin off their game. And BG has 9 guys up on the line. They got 4 guys down and 5 linebackers, and they're walking that end right up there. So Nashua's doing something right.
3rd and about 3, called a short 4 from the 46-yard line. Again, Conroe, Tivitot, Pagan in the backfield. Tivitot loses the football.
They recovered it.
Looks like he picked it up, but they lost yardage. They'll probably have to kick. It's down around the 43-yard line.
Fumble recovered by Eric Tivitot.
Loss of about 3 if they spot it where I think they will, and they do.
Yeah, they don't want to give BG the ball in this good territory here.
4th and 6 from the 43-yard line.
Rocky Hansen is back there, Coach.
Rocky Hansen back to take the kick.
Hasn't fumbled all year.
Oh, Tom, you just jinxed him. you know we're going to see on this play. You just jinxed him, the poor kid.
There you go. There you go.
And a flag on the play, a fake. Pereira is going to run. I think he's going to get called for legal procedure, though. Pass is overthrown.
And there's another flag.
Looking for Painter down the field, and another flag. And now this is where it gets complicated. You think there might be offsetting penalties, but there may not be. They may mark off the yardage both ways. Nashua could even come out with a first down on this if the penalty is against Guertin.
There were 2 penalties against Nashua. And one was a illegal block from the back right over here at around a 34-yard line. So we'll see what happens.
That's why we have you in the booth. You know, you've got that football. You know a little something about this game, don't you, Coach?
Well, you can't get as old as I have, seen as many things as I have, and not come out with something. But by the same token, it's never the same. You always get surprised, and you always wonder at the skill of the coaching staffs that put together their offense.
Penalty is against Nashville. Will Guertin decline it? I think they will. They declined the penalty. First and 10, Guertin. Good call by the Guertin staff. Really a no-brainer. They got the ball at the Nashville 43-yard line. At least they can say they crossed midfield today. 6-0 Nashville. 31 seconds left in the first quarter. It has been a fast first quarter.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Guertin has any faith in their running game and in their offensive line. They've got a big line, by the way.
They do have a big line,
that's right.
and that mystified me this year, why they couldn't really mount a running attack. To say, oh, and he's trapped right back at the 46.
Let's see who's coming off the pile there.
Ton of players in there for Nashville. Number 77, Matt Paul. 63, Josh Baker, a member of what I like to call the Breakfast Club,
Well,
that nine-man senior group.
He came off the line. He wasn't touched. He just came right across.
To say loses a yard, maybe a yard and a half. That's his first official carry of the day. 2nd and 11 from the 44.
Now here again, you look at the kid's statistics and you say, well, he didn't make a yard on that play, but you have to understand this is still a game of blocking.
And the Cardinals call, oh no, sorry, it's the end of the first quarter. That is the end of the first quarter with the score. Nashville 6, Guertin nothing. We'll be back with more right after this.
Gentlemen, the high school football is wrapping up the season today.
Shift. Pitch is wide. It's set up for Sase to go wide right. Nowhere to run. Again, Nashville's got it covered. Sase slithered away a little bit, but only had out of bounds to really reach.
Yeah, and that Murphy was right on that play. He came over and just nailed him. But again, poor blocking, I think, on the part of the BG team. And again, you look at a back like Sase and you see all this talent, but there's no back in college football, high school or pro that can do it on his own.
Sase picks up a yard. It's 3rd and 10, back really to the original line of scrimmage for Bishop Guertin. They only had 157 yards a game total offense this year. Offense has been their problem all year long. You know, it's going to be tough for them right now, it looks like, to really pick up a lot. Tallarico throws to Hansen on the side. In the flat, Hansen gets down to about the 40. Yeah, tough to pick up the yard lines. He's across the 40.
He's around the
36-yard line.
36-yard line, right.
That's a pickup of about 7. It'll be short.
Got a 4th and 4, 4th and 3.
And Hansen 2 for 3 today with 10 yards in the air.
Well, you got to like this guy Tallarico for crying out loud.
Tallarico, I'm sorry.
My little sophomore quarterback there, not too bad.
Tough position for a sophomore.
Not too bad.
He's showing some poise out there today.
This may be
4th down, Guertin kicks. I wonder, is this a fake? No, it's not.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, and just gets it away. No flag on the collision.
Maybe it should have been a fake.
And there you have to wonder, Coach. Tony Johnson is livid on the sidelines. He wanted that penalty called. The kick only went a net maybe of down about the 34-yard line, 2 yards. Hey, why not go for it in that situation?
Well, I think you're right. Well, you have the opportunity. You're in their territory. But then again, that's a second guess. You know what I'm saying? We all have our way of calling football games.
And I'm sure Coach Johnson, when he sees this tape, will remind me of that second guess.
Yeah.
Here comes Pereira wide on 1st and 10 from the 35 for Nashua. He's out close to around the 40.
Brought down by Matt O'Hearn.
Matt O'Hearn on the tackle for Guertin.
You know,
Out to about the 38-yard line.